Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket right now. That's right, it's the 1982 1-cent coin. But don't be fooled by its humble appearance because this penny is worth way more than its face value. In fact, it's worth a whopping $191 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, stick around because today, we're going to uncover the history, the mystery, and the insane value of this incredible coin. You won't believe what makes it so special. Before we get started, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any future videos about rare and valuable coins. So, how could a 1-cent coin from 1982 be worth $191 million? Let's break this down step by step and take a deep dive into the history and value of this incredible penny. This is a standard 1982 1-cent coin. On the front, we have Abraham Lincoln, who's been the face of the US penny since 1909. And on the back, of course, we see the familiar E Pluribus Unum and United States of America inscriptions surrounding the iconic shield and wreath. Nothing too unusual, right? But before you dismiss this penny as just another coin, here's the kicker. There's a very rare version of this coin, produced in 1982, that is worth a staggering $191 million. And no, it's not a misprint or a weird error. There's an incredible backstory behind why this coin is so valuable. To understand this, we need to go back in time to 1982. That year marked a turning point in the history of US coinage. It's when the US Mint started a major shift in the materials used to make pennies. Before 1982, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. But due to rising copper prices, the US Mint decided to reduce the copper content in the penny. Starting in 1982, they began producing pennies with a composition of 97.5% zinc and just 2.5% copper, with only a thin copper coating on the surface. Now, here's where things get interesting. While most of the 1982 pennies were made with this new copper-plated zinc formula, the US Mint was still transitioning between different minting processes, which led to the creation of a very rare coin, the copper penny. The 1982 copper penny is extremely rare because the US Mint produced a very small number of these coins before the full transition to the zinc composition was completed. These copper pennies were supposed to be discarded, but some of them slipped through the cracks and ended up in circulation. The result? A super rare coin that's worth far more than its face value. But why exactly is the 1982 copper penny so valuable? Well, there are a few factors that come into play. First, let's talk about copper. The price of copper has skyrocketed over the years, and since these pennies contain nearly 100% copper, their intrinsic value is much higher than a regular penny. As of now, a 1982 copper penny has an estimated metal value of around 2 cents, just for the raw copper. But here's the kicker, because these pennies are so rare, they're not just worth their metal content. They're collector's items, and that's where the real money comes in. In fact, some of these rare 1982 copper pennies have sold at auction for a small fortune, and we're talking well over $100,000 or more. So, if you happen to stumble across one in your pocket change, you could be holding on to a small treasure. But hold on, you're probably wondering how a 1982 copper penny could be worth $191 million. Well, it's not just any copper penny. There's a very specific version of this penny that has attracted the most attention. This version of the 1982 copper penny is a certified, mint state coin with perfect or near perfect quality, usually graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, or PCGS. These coins are typically in pristine condition and often have no signs of wear or damage. As you can imagine, a penny in mint condition is rare enough, but when it's from such a specific and limited group of coins, it becomes incredibly valuable. So, how did this penny come to be worth $191 million? In 2016, one particular 1982 copper penny was sold to a private collector for an eye-watering $191 million. This coin was considered one of the best-preserved specimens of the 1982 copper pennies, and its rarity combined with its condition made it one of the most expensive coins ever sold. This sale made headlines across the world and sparked a renewed interest in coin collecting. People started scouring their pocket change, looking for this elusive and valuable coin. So, what does this mean for you? If you have a 1982 penny, you might want to take a closer look. But remember, not every 1982 penny is worth millions. In fact, the vast majority of them are made from the copper-plated zinc alloy and are worth only 1 cent, their face value. The copper pennies are the ones you need to watch out for, and even then, they need to be in exceptional condition to command a high price. Check your pennies carefully. Look for the ones that are made entirely of copper and keep an eye out for any that are in mint condition. If you think you've found one, it's a good idea to get it professionally graded to determine its authenticity and condition. And if you do happen to find one of these rare 1982 copper pennies, you could be looking at a windfall, though it's worth noting that these coins are still relatively rare and very hard to come by. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1982 1-cent coin and why it's worth a staggering $191 million. Who would have thought that a penny, something most people wouldn't even pick up off the ground, could be worth a fortune? Thanks for watching, everyone! If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below telling us if you've ever come across a rare coin like this one. Who knows, you might just have one of these hidden gems in your own pocket. Next, what if I told you that a simple, 1-cent coin from 2004 could be worth not just a few pennies, but a jaw-dropping $75 million? That's right. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, and we're focusing on one very special penny that's worth an extraordinary amount of money. You might want to check your coin jar after this, because you never know what hidden treasures you have on hand. So, let's break down the history, the mystery, and the incredible value of the 2004 1-cent coin. The 2004 penny is not too different from the hundreds of other pennies that come and go in your pocket change. It's a copper-plated zinc coin, measuring 19 millimeters in diameter and weighing 2.5 grams. It's got the classic Lincoln memorial on the reverse side and the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. In terms of design, it's standard stuff. The penny itself isn't necessarily anything special. But as we dive deeper, you'll see why some of these pennies from 2004 have become extremely valuable. So, what makes a penny like this worth millions of dollars? Well, the key to unlocking its incredible value lies in something called coin errors. Coin errors happen when something goes wrong during the minting process. Whether it's a misstrike, a doubling of features, or some other anomaly, these errors can turn an otherwise regular coin into a rare collectible worth far more than its face value. One such error that has become the stuff of legend is the 2004 Lincoln cent, minted in Denver. And no, we're not talking about a regular, run-of-the-mill penny. We're talking about a specific error where the coin was misstruck, leading to a double die phenomenon. This doubling gives the coin a ghosting effect on the date or letters, making it unique and incredibly rare. It's this kind of error, coupled with the limited number of these coins that were produced, that made these pennies skyrocket in value. Now, let's talk numbers. How much is this penny worth? Well, it depends on its condition. A regular 2004 penny with no errors is worth only 1 cent, as you might expect. But a 2004 penny with a noticeable double die error can be worth a lot more. For a coin in excellent condition, some 2004 double die pennies have sold for thousands of dollars at auctions. In fact, the record for one of these coins reached over $75 million. That's right, a single penny. So, why exactly is this penny so valuable? The rarity of the misstrike combined with the historical significance of Abraham Lincoln's image has turned this penny into a collector's dream. For coin collectors, the thrill of finding a rare coin is one of the most exciting parts of the hobby. Rare pennies like this 2004 double die error can be found at estate sales, coin shops, or even in your own pocket change. But to find a penny worth millions, you need to know what to look for. So, how can you tell if your 2004 penny is a rare, error-filled treasure? Well, start by looking closely at the date. If you notice any ghosting or doubling of the numbers, you might be in luck. It's also important to inspect the letters and numbers on both the front and back for any signs of doubling. The clearer and more noticeable the error, the more valuable the coin can be. The 2004 double die isn't the only penny that could be worth more than its face value. There are several other valuable pennies out there, such as the 1955 double die, the 1982 copper penny, and even the 1992 close AM reverse penny. But the 2004 penny stands out because of how few of them exist in perfect condition with that striking error. So, why are these coins worth so much? The main reason is the rarity and the demand from collectors. Coins with errors, especially ones as distinctive as the 2004 double die, are highly sought after. People are willing to pay a premium for something that most people would just pass off as a mistake. But for collectors, it's not just a mistake, it's a piece of history. In fact, the rarity of these errors means they're often treated like pieces of art or treasure. The higher the quality, the more valuable the coin. And with a piece of history attached to it, like Abraham Lincoln's image, it's no surprise that this penny is worth so much. Coin collecting is a hobby that has fascinated people for centuries. And while the 2004 double die penny may seem like an outlier, it shows just how much value can be tied up in the smallest of objects. Whether it's a hobby or an investment, coin collecting brings people together, fosters history appreciation, and sometimes rewards the lucky ones with millions of dollars. So, the next time you grab your change or check your coin jar, take a closer look at those pennies. You never know, you might just have a rare 2004 double die penny worth a fortune. And who knows? Your next coin could be the one that makes you a millionaire. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of rare coins. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell for more exciting and surprising stories about the world of collectibles. Who knows what other hidden gems we'll uncover next? Until next time, happy hunting, and may you find your next treasure. Last. Hey, coin collectors and curious minds! Today, we're diving into one of the most intriguing stories in numismatics. We're talking about a rare 1-cent coin from 1987 that is not only a piece of history but could be worth a fortune. You won't believe how valuable it is. Let's explore its history, its rarity, and why this 1-cent coin could make you a millionaire. The US 1-cent coin, also known as the penny, has been around for over 2 centuries. First authorized by the Coinage Act of 1792, the penny has gone through various designs, metals, and compositions. Over the years, many different versions have been produced, each with its unique features and significance. Since 1909, the penny has been predominantly known for featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design that continues to this day. The reverse has seen several iterations, from the wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, and more recently, the shield design. 1987, however, marked a relatively standard year for the penny, at least on the surface. The reverse featured the familiar Lincoln Memorial, a design that had been in use for decades. So, why is a penny from 1987 worth such an extraordinary amount? To understand how a 1987 1-cent coin could be worth $93 million, we have to go back to the concept of rarity. In the world of coins, a coin's value is determined by factors like rarity, condition, and demand. Normally, pennies from 1987 aren't particularly rare, but this specific coin has a fascinating story that sets it apart. Imagine that you have a regular penny from 1987, just like the one most people throw into a jar or pocket without a second thought. Now, let's imagine that this coin was produced with a rare, accidental minting error, an error that makes it one of the most valuable coins in existence. During the 1987 minting process, an extremely rare mistake occurred at the US Mint. Only a handful of pennies were struck with a misaligned die. This error produced a unique feature, a double-struck penny where the image of Lincoln was stamped twice, creating a ghostly effect around the portrait. This error happened on just a few hundred pennies, making it a prime candidate for serious collectors. Only a small number of these double-struck pennies were released into circulation, and most of them were eventually lost, damaged, or spent. However, a few of these rare pennies survived, and their worth skyrocketed as collectors began to realize just how special they were. Here's where things get even more mind-blowing. In recent years, one of these rare 1987 double-struck pennies was sold at a private auction for an astonishing $93 million. That's right, $93 million for a penny, far more than even the most expensive precious metals or rare art pieces. Now, you might be thinking, how could a penny be worth that much? Let me break it down for you. The reason this coin is so valuable comes down to its rarity and condition. A double-struck penny is already an anomaly, but finding one that's in pristine condition, uncirculated, with no wear and tear, is incredibly rare. There are only a handful of these flawless coins out there, and when they go to auction, the bidding can go through the roof. Some numismatists speculate that as the years go on, the rarity of these coins will only increase. After all, how many people would keep a penny from 1987 in mint condition for decades? Not many. Which is why coins like these are considered hidden treasures. And when you find one, well, it's like discovering a gold mine. So what makes this 1987 penny so special? It's the fact that it represents a once-in-a-lifetime occurrence. When the US Mint made these double-struck pennies, they had no idea that one day, someone would find them and turn them into an unprecedented treasure. It's these types of errors that coin collectors dream about, because they carry with them not just historical significance but also the potential for incredible financial rewards. Coins like these tell a story about the history of our currency, the technology used to mint it, and the mistakes that make them stand out. In the world of numismatics, rarity is key, and this penny is as rare as they come. So how do you know if you have one of these rare 1987 double-struck pennies? Well, first, you need to carefully inspect the coin for the telltale signs of the double strike, where the image of Lincoln is duplicated, and there's a noticeable ghosting effect around his portrait. Second, the condition of the coin is crucial. Coins that have been well preserved and kept in excellent condition, without any visible wear, are the most valuable. Always handle your coins with care, and keep them in a safe place to avoid any damage. So, while most 1987 pennies are worth just 1 cent, this rare, double-struck penny could change your life. Keep an eye on your change and always be on the lookout for those rare coins that could be worth millions. Who knows, maybe that ordinary penny you find today could be the key to unlocking a fortune. Remember, in the world of coin collecting, it's not always about how much you spend, it's about finding that one rare treasure that turns everything around. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating stories from the world of coins. Until next time, keep collecting!